So I am like immortalized for the next, and I think when they dedicated the mural, Emita Mimbong, who is on the mural too, said I had to be here at 12, but because I have ADHD, I never pay attention, and I came at 12:30, and half of the presentation was gone, and of course I walked in late, and then I said a few words, and I said, "Wow, sorry for being late. I'm so honored to be immortalized in the library, a place I never came to when I was in high school." My school, right? Like the Farrington High School kids put me on the mural, so right on, yeah? I can tell my grandkids, my grandkids, kids, when you go into the library, Papa is right on the corner of the mural. So I grew up just about a mile away from here at the beautiful foothills of Kali Valley Homes, Camford Housing. Anybody? No? I thought so. And I attended Kaivai Elementary School, though, and I graduated here at Farrington High School. Yes. You know, and I always, growing up, I had a problem with reading because I'm dyslexic. Also, I know I have ADHD, and I think a lot of us did, but we just never know it was a problem, right? Our parents said, "Just go run outside, run them off. You're gonna be okay. Just be home by 6 o'clock, right? You guys remember that? Just be home by 6 o'clock, you're gonna be okay." And I burn on my energy. But that's the way we communicated. My dad went up to the 4th grade. I've never done a speech where people just walk right by like that. Go ahead, sit down, my friend, sit down. That's okay. These millennials nowadays, they don't just, they only see people on phones. They don't see people walking. I'm just gonna walk over here and just sit down. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. So my grandma and grandpa came from the Philippines in 1916. And grandma and grandpa, they worked in the plantation. Dad right away worked in the plantation. His older brothers passed away, so he at 4th grade had to drop out of school to work. My dad cannot read for save his life. And the only way he communicated was, with broken English, pidgin. In my house, that's how we spoke. No one was telling us, in order to make it in life, you have to speak one certain way. No one said that. I just saw dad and mom work. Education wasn't a priority. It was work, boy. If not, you're going to be poor. So I knew and understood what hard work was all about. But I always struggled in school. And in the 4th grade, I believe, I went to Maui. And if you ever heard me speak, I talk about this a lot. But my dad used to send me away because he grew up in Maui in the plantation. He used to send me away because I had older cousins. And because I was the oldest of 5, and he knew that living in the housing, I was going to be influenced by bad kids. He never wanted me to be influenced by bad kids, so he'd send me away. I would go hang out with older cousins on Maui. Well, my auntie went to take me to an Yvonne Elliman concert. How many of you guys remember Yvonne Elliman? Yeah, she just got busted for ice. Amazing. But she took me to an Yvonne Elliman concert. I had no idea who she was. All I knew was like, if I can't help you, I don't want to. And my auntie was rocking. She was dancing. I was like, why are we here? Put on the guy. Before the opening act, I like to see the opening act. The opening act was Andy Bumatai. Yeah. And at 4th grade, I was blown away. I was watching one guy tell jokes to 3,000 people and making them laugh, making me laugh. And I was like, oh, finally I can relate to somebody that was huge, that was speaking pidgin, that sounded like me, that acted like me. And I bought every cassette, or that time cassette tape, albums, because I wanted to be a comedian. At 6th grade, I did a talent contest at Kaivai Elementary. At Dole, I went to Dole. I tried, I struggled. I couldn't, how can you flunk electives? Anybody? Right here, I couldn't, auto mechanics. I couldn't even put back the screw because I forget where it was, what, and then they try auto TC. I can't even stand in attention. So I was like, okay, I gotta find. So I struggled in English and I struggled in all this. And Miss Murakami, who I love, and and I'm so thankful for educator. If you're an educator, give yourselves a hand. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I know it's tough. I know you guys don't get paid enough. I know it's getting challenging every single year. And I'm so appreciative to educators in my life. I was flunking my English class, and Miss Murakami told me, Augie, you're flunking. She was my guidance in English. She said, you're flunking. And you need to make up your grade. In order to make up your grade, you have to, I want you to do the speech contest. And it's speech contest. Well, these are nerds do speech contests. I don't know how to do speech contests. But the beautiful thing is that she took time out after school for about 10-15 minutes every day to help me with this speech contest. And I always tell kids that if you work hard and you listen and you challenge yourself, you can do whatever you want in life. And Miss Murakami took time out, and I will always be thankful and grateful. Even to this day, she still comes to my shows. And she still has the Japanese lady perm. Like, hey, Miss Murakami, right on. I see her pushing her dog around Ala Moana. I give her big hugs because she influenced my life. She changed my life. I went there, it was like I think a Thursday morning at the Doe Intermediate School. Curtains was closed. I walked. All the nerdy kids was backstage. They were looking at me like, what you doing here? And in my head, I was like, you let me punch your face now or after? But I never do that because I knew I was prepared. I was like, I'm going to show you guys. You just wait. Right? And then the curtain opened, and then I saw all my friends from Kali Valley Housing in the back going, Augie, get off the stage. I was like, you get scolded. You don't belong on the stage. Oh, you're a smart kid. Stay on stage. I cannot win with these guys and these guys, right? But because I was prepared and I knew that I knew I was going to knock it out of the park. One, because I was doing rap Replinger. Yeah. And rap was doing pidgin and perfect English. I was like, oh, I got this down. And I did housekeeping. Oh, no, try wait. You puncture me off. Room service, can I help you? This is Mr. Fogarty, room 1225. I'd like to order some dinner and have it sent up to my room. And what room was that? Room 1225. 1225, and what would you like? I like a cheeseburger deluxe, french fries, and a thick chocolate malt. Cheeseburger? Oh, excuse me, do you like the hamburger deluxe with cheese on the top or a cheeseburger deluxe? I like a cheeseburger deluxe. And would you like that with or without cheese? With what? Cheese! Cheese! Oh, well, you never said it in the first place. One side or a cheese? No! English, pidgin, right? Knock it out of the park. That day I won the speech contest. Changed my life forever. Because somebody believed, that's all. Somebody believed. Somebody said, I'm going to take time out because I know you have a gift. Sometimes we get lost because, it's so tough, right? Educating our kids because they all get ADHD now. They all cannot focus because they're stuck to the phone. It's hard to find those kids, but they're in there. They're in the class. You can just find, something that they love to do. And I was changed my life forever. I thought I could change the world. I was like, yeah, I'm going to enter every speech. And I came to Farrington High School. And one of my teachers said, no. I want to challenge you. You have to speak well because you won't make it in life if you speak that way. Oh, really? Who told you that? And for a long, I don't know if you remember, Al, but I did the speech. I entered the speech tournaments as an independent, not representing Farrington. Because Mrs. E said, I shouldn't out the teacher. Holy smoke. Anyway, but I was so angry, guys. I was so angry because I know that, living in Hawaii, we have special, I think, we're so much different than everybody else. You know what I mean? We have a uniqueness. I mean, that's how the plantation workers all communicated, the way we talk. It's not that we was trying to be, it's just, that was the way we communicated. You know, and that's a special gift to create something cool like that. You know, and I just remember how angry I was, even as an adult, because this lady would knock me down. I mean, I went and I entered like comedy club, I did comedy workshops on the mainland, and I would hear the same thing from saying, "Oh, why don't you talk about Waikiki? Why don't you talk about Don Ho?" I said, "Well, you know, you guys know that, you know, per capita we have, you know, one of the largest cities in the United States. Did you guys know that? Why we gotta always talk about Waikiki, or why we always gotta talk about those stereotypes? This is me. I struggle with the same thing you struggle with, you know, but I realized early on that what made us unique was we are unique, and then people should try to understand me instead of I trying to understand them. I'm not trying to turn you around. I'm not trying to make you think one certain way. I'm just, as a comic, I just want to show you what my life is all about and what my reflections is all about. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like change your mind, you know, and make you believe this is how you gotta think. No, I'm a comic. My job is to make you laugh through my observations. You know, and I would always get mad when people said, "No, you cannot." So I get salty. Yeah, I was still mad. Oh man, I remember my first Nahuku Hano Awards. I went out the teacher. This is for my English teacher at Farrington High School, who said I wasn't gonna be nothing because of the way I talk. Oh, in all my articles, yeah. It was so evident. I was upset and I'm mad. And at 32, I was having vacation time with my wife, and it was at Manele Bay on the island of Lanai. And a tall Chinese man came up to me and said, "Augie, my wife wants to say a few words. Have a few words with you." And who's mad at me now? And then I walked down by the pool area, and guess who was? Mrs. Yee. And we would lock eyes. we would lock eyes, and we both started crying. We both started crying because she never realized what she said was harsh. And because I was so upset, I was so mad, I was like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said all those things. It was like the most freeing moment to like just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry too. I was mean." And, you know, she said, "Oh, you know, Augie, I knew that you had a special gift. I just was kind of, you know, just hoping that," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I believe in encouragement and stuff. I believe in encouragement after you score. You cannot just go and just move on. You got to score and go, hey, you know, I'm doing this because I see something in you. I believe in you." And that changed my life forever. So if you watch the comedy from like 20 all the way to 32, I was very angry. And then I started getting more soft. You know, because you pull off some of the little stuff of the onion so that you can get to the onion. No, it was good. It was good for me because I think we should all go through that every time. Every chance we get to say sorry and forgive one another, it's always awesome. But like I always felt, you know, with comedy, and I've been so blessed. 26 years I've been doing this. Not bad. Yeah. Like I'll say, we're 50 years old, we qualify for AARP, so we're going to sign up. And after 26 years of reflecting, I look, man, look at the places I've been to. I've done comedy at Boston University. Yeah, get kids from MIT, all Hawaii kids. And they get Hawaiian clubs, guys. Hawaiian club. They get like 400 kids at Boston University, and they're waiting for you to talk pidgin. They don't like see one comic that's speaking good English. They like hear because they're linked to Hawaii. You know, they don't want to hear nothing else but, hey, come on, Augie. I used to hear guys say, "Oh, went to see Andy in Vegas. He was doing good English." We're like, we don't like be here. So I always felt like there's always an opportunity, always there's somebody that I'm relating to. You know, and even if I'm not, I'm showing people something that's different. And how is our dialect different from Boston? You ever heard people from Boston talk? Park your car by the harbor. What? By the harbor. Where is that by the harbor? We almost sound like... I go do comedy in Evansville, Indiana. I can't even understand the redneck guy. You go down there, suppose you go down there. Slow down, my man, slow down. Head on down there, yonder, dude. And if you ever watch, you guys ever watch the guys that catch crocodiles? I mean, they get subtitles. How crazy is that? And I go, I can't even understand them. I bet you they can understand us. I can't even. I'm gonna get me that gator. What is I'm gonna do? But now is the time, man. People are more open. People are more open-minded about what we're doing here. They understand, and that's why it's hard because we get repeat visitors, right? You gotta get them into shows because they saw the shows. What they're doing is they're branching out because they're like, come hang out with us. They like understand who we all about. They like. I love that pigeon stuff. Hey, they try to grasp that because it is special, it is unique, and I've been super, super blessed that I've been get to do this for 26 years. And I know when it's time to turn them off. I know when it's time to turn them on. I think that is important, but I think we should allow our kids to thrive. And if they're thriving, by speaking pidgin, it's okay. We all learn at different times. I started learning when I was 35. Now I love to read. I love to read. I love to read now at this age. Never liked it when I was 16, 15. I'm going backwards. I'm dyslexic. I think, conferences like this is important, so that we can better understand our kids in our schools. And I'm so thankful that I get this opportunity to speak. If you guys, I can take some questions. I gotta go to Guam and do pigeon comedy. And then I'm doing comedy in South Korea in December for the military troops, the Hawaiian military troops. Yeah, and believe me, they don't like here. They like hear pigeon. And I've been all over the place doing comedy and doing the comedy that I'm comfortable with, and people love that. Half of the battle, honestly, on stage, half of the battle is your body language. If you're having a good time on stage, guess what's happening? The people listening, they're gonna have a good time too, and I know that. That's why when you watch American Idol and you see somebody kind of like, I don't know if he can sing, you're already prejudging. And then he opens his mouth, he sings, you go, oh my God, the voice from heaven, So, questions? Go for it. I see you guys all full. That's the best time to have a speaker, right after lunch. Anybody like, okay, last person in the back, you're raising your hand, you're stretching. Oh, he's doing aerobics, you see? That's good, I didn't out her, I'm sorry. Anybody get questions? I'd love to answer some questions. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, how do your kids' relationship with pigeon then?
Oh, it's so weird, my kids all speak well. My entire house, my wife speaks well. I don't think she can understand me. No, they it's sad because I think the pigeon is like dying out because grandma and grandpa dying, mom and dad is dying, and I think it's slowly going away. We don't hear the same pigeon that we heard growing up. Now it's more slang. It's more of a slang than a lifestyle. Because I can see it in my children, my kids, I speak like this all the time, at home, but my wife speaks well. My wife speaks perfectly good English. So I think, the influence at home, is changing the way. I mean, they do it because it's fun. They laugh at it, and it's almost shocking when I hear them speak pidgin, So yeah, no, I think it's slowly dying off. I honestly think that, Sorry, I just upset the whole group by saying that. How you gonna sell books? We cannot sell books if it's dying out. No, but it is. Just be honest. We heard our mom and dad talk that way. We don't hear. It's just, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to shut my mouth. Hi.
Ever think about having a TV show on public access?
Yeah, let's do it. You producer? Let's go. Let's do it. Like what kind? But like, like a all pigeon. Yeah? I think Tiny Tadani does that, huh? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, no, for real. I would love to do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yes?
Back to the earlier one. Do you think it's even dying out on outer islands?
I think so. Well,
That's kind of high, right?
I don't know. I think so. I think it's like that statewide, honestly. Yeah, I think and with the internet, it's tough too. They're not. We had Pigeon to the Max. We had all those things, and now with with the internet, we have I call it the 140 character attention span. Hard for talk to kids. Their face is stuck on the phone like that. I gotta tell them. Remember when the phone was connected to the wall? You guys remember that? It was so relevant. Siri would be talking pigeon. That would be cool if Siri did talk pigeon, huh? Yeah, no, I do it all the time. I just talk, hey, Siri, what? What? She cannot answer. I don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, we gotta get that, huh? Pigeon Man, can we do? For a long time I said we should have local people in the iPhone. Yeah, I did this joke like maybe 6 years ago. Maybe if Siri was a titter, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, you gonna wine now? Okay. Get in your car. You're gonna drive about 45 minutes, depending if the zipper lane no broke. Past the mango tree, boom, you have arrived. Recalculating. Put a Filipino man in the GPS, that'll be awesome. Man. Where you going? To Barrington? Okay, pay attention. You take the Licky Highway, you take a ride, then you go to Kem Shopping Center, then you make the U-turn, and then you make the... Oh my God, you missed your turn. You see? Imagine a Portuguese lady. Imagine a Portuguese lady doing GPS. Okay, pay attention. You go up Kali Valley Road. You go all the way up Kali Valley. Take a ride over there. Oh, get Auntie Bernie's house. Auntie get 3 kids, Bobby, Billy, and your cousin Woody. You know your cousin Woody? He used to be in the Vietnam War. That's the reason why we call him Woody, because he got a wooden leg. Certain times in Kali Valley get plenty termite. The termites would eat your cousin Woody leg one year. He was walking to the Camp Shopping Center. All of a sudden, his leg went bust, went cave in because they would eat his leg. Oh my God, you missed your turn about 20 minutes ago. Go back down the hill. Okay, last question. Hey, Cat TV. Whenever you get a chance to be on TV, just go for it. Okay, last question. Don't be ashamed, now is the time. Yes.
I think like you spoke to having more negative experiences in school. If you could go back and talk to your teachers from when you were a kid, what kind of advice would you give them?
Good one. Besides it was just that one incident, honestly. You know what I mean? I never felt that any of my teachers wasn't paying attention or was trying to be hard on me, because we all have the intentions to go in and do good work and try to, and because I grew up in Canford housing, so all the kids in my classroom I knew was difficult. You know what I mean? So I'm just thankful, honestly. I know you guys work hard. You know what I mean? When I go back and I talk to teachers now, I just talk about if you're gonna be hard on the student, make sure you encourage, kind of like at home. I know we can give our kids lickings, because I got lickings a lot But the kind of lickings I got was just, because I understood why I was getting licking. And a lot of times, we discipline without saying why and then encouraging. I think it's important. I always tell teachers, hey, if you're gonna challenge the kid, you got to be able to encourage them after, because we know that they want. I don't think any kid goes to school thinking they don't, I just gonna mess up. I don't think that. I think they come for learn. I don't believe some of the stuff that I'm reading. I think kids thrive. If given the opportunity and the tools, I think a lot of kids will thrive and do amazing things. So I wouldn't change anything. I just be a little bit more encouraging. That's it. You guys work hard. Look at my classmate, lost his hair. That's what happens when you become principal. You just, I love these kids, but they're driving me nuts. That was awesome. That was an amazing. That's why he's a baseball player. Amazing baseball player. Doing amazing things at Farrington. So right on, Al. Okay, I think we're done. Okay. Thank you, Christina. I gotta go catch a plane.
Big round of applause.
Thank you.